Hey friends, I am back. How are you? Happy Monday, hopefully. Hopefully I can get this video out today. It's Monday. Yeah, how are you? I could have filmed this yesterday. Honestly, I did have time, but we just got home yesterday from our cruise and I just didn't feel like it. I also didn't feel good. I felt like I was still on a boat and it was like rocking, literally to the point I was almost nauseous. Like it was nuts. I think this was my 7th cruise and that has never happened to me before. And so, yeah, that was crazy. And so I kind of felt a little bit like off all day, but how are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. As I said, I hope you're having a great start to the week. We're going to do a little cash stuffing. I know it's kind of weird on a Monday. And I'm going to also kind of recap the cruise a little bit. I did not vlog it. I didn't take, any video or anything like that. So I'm just going to quickly tell you about it here. And yeah, so you see here is money. This is the money I had left over from the cruise. I'm going to explain everything. And like I said, we're going to do a cash stuffing and yeah, this video might be a little bit long today. It's probably definitely going to be longer than my typical cash stuffings. So buckle up, get yourself a drink, maybe a little snacky snack, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, before we talk about this, let's just do the regular wallet rollover. Now, this was what I did not spend from the last 2 weeks. And remember, last week we were gone. We just got back yesterday. So, I was about to say it should be a decent amount, but I know it's not. I'm pretty sure I spent a lot anyway. Ugh. Let's get this change jar going. Okay, so let's see what we got going on in here for rollover cash. This is just going to get set to the side and, go towards savings challenges. You guys, my ear is blocked. Yeah, there's like basically nothing here. So we have 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31. $31. So again, I don't remember exactly what I spent all my cash on. Probably a lot of takeout and stuff like that, especially, right before we went away. We definitely weren't cooking and things like that. So it is what it is. That's going to go to the side for savings challenges. Yeah, so I got water in my ear on, I don't even know what day, Wednesday, maybe. And my ear is blocked. It was like totally blocked, like for a good probably 2 days there, to where I could like not even hear out of it pretty much. And it stunk. It was really annoying me. Now it's sort of unblocked, but I could tell it's still kind of blocked. It's pretty annoying. And so luckily I actually have a doctor's appointment today. It was already scheduled. It's just like a routine thing. So I'm going to see, first of all, she's going to check my ears. And hopefully she can tell me something that I can do to get this water out, because it's just, it's just really, really annoying me. Okay, so barely any change this time, if I could even get it out. Just a little bit. And yeah, it looks like that's all we're working with today. So let's put this away and let's talk about the cruise. Okay, so we went on MSC. It was our first time on MSC. We went to the Bahamas. We went to Nassau in the Bahamas, Port Canaveral, Florida, and then their private island, which is called Ocean Cay in the Bahamas. Overall, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. I'm just going to give you a few quick little highlights because, again, I'm not going to do a cruise recap video. I'm just going to kind of talk about it quickly here. I'm not going to say too much. Obviously, if you have any questions or want to know anything, you could leave a comment or whatever. but I just want to give you like a quick little rundown. So as far as like how we liked the cruise, we kept calling it the dollar store cruise line. Myself and my husband. So if that gives you any indication of anything, there you go. First of all, it was cheap. Like it was affordable, at least compared to other cruise lines. Okay. So, with our fare, we got drinks and Wi-Fi included, which was a great deal. And again, affordable compared to what other cruise lines offer. So the first thing is the ship smelled. It stunk. It was stinky. The bathrooms, specifically like in our room, the showers like smelled. It smelled like pee, like cat pee. So my husband actually posted on the Facebook group for the cruise. Like if you've ever been on a cruise, you might know a lot of times people will make a group, Facebook group for this, like your sailing, your specific date, sailing. And he actually posted on there, and somebody wrote that the ship has ventilation problems. I don't know how true that is or not, but a lot of people commented that yes, they were smelling things too. But yeah, it was in our bathroom, in our shower specifically, the smell. But then other areas around the ship as well, like the back of the ship, up the top where the kids' water park area was, the kids' pool and all that stuff, it stunk. Like it stunk so bad. Like pee, like literal pee. It was disgusting. And my sister-in-law read that sometimes that happens because at certain parts of the ship, the like smokestacks, is that what they're called? There is like sulfur. Wow. Can you tell my brain is not all the way here? Like you may smell sulfur. Okay, so that's basically what it comes down to. I don't know if that was what was happening there or not. It didn't really smell like sulfur to me. It smelled like straight up pee, which could be all the kids that were just peeing everywhere. But it was gross. And then just like random areas, like the buffet, I just thought the buffet smelled musty and like moldy. So yeah, the ship just stunk. Like not everywhere and not all the time, but just randomly, which, ew. The food was okay. I consider myself a pretty picky eater, and the choices that were offered weren't my favorite a lot of the times, especially on the buffet. So for me, the food was just okay, but what I did have did taste good. There wasn't really anything except a couple of the desserts that, I was like, ew, that's gross. The coffee was such a thumbs up. They had delicious coffee, and every single bar on the ship had an espresso machine. So thumbs up for that. Also, the pizza. Oh, yes. Best pizza of any cruise line. We read that before going, and it's absolutely true. If you're used to going on Royal Caribbean and they have their pizza place, Sorrento's maybe. Oh my God, it blows that out of the water. Like, easily. Their MSC's pizza, delicious, absolutely delicious. It's like comparable to something you would get like at home, not on a cruise line. What else? The drinks. So I said when we booked the cruise, the drinks were included, but they had so many less choices as far as cocktails. So like on Royal, again, that's what I'm used to because I've been on the most Royal cruises. They have bar menus out the wazoo. Like they can make you any drink, anytime, any bar, pretty much. This ship had such a limited menu. There were certain things they couldn't make. They didn't have a lot of the things. Like on Royal, if you're a drinker, if you've been on a cruise, like particularly Royal or maybe even Norwegian, you know they have those daiquiri mixers, okay? They're just like a bottle of a daiquiri mix. And Royal probably has 6 or 7 different flavors. A strawberry, a mango. They have a pina colada one. They have, I don't even know. On MSC, they literally had passion fruit and mango, and I think that was it. So, like, just the choices in general were limited, but it was also extremely inconsistent. So, like, the first day we got there, we tried to order a mudslide. They told us they don't have, like, they can't do a mudslide. And then they told my father-in-law, okay, well, they can do a mudslide, but it takes 3 drink credits. So I guess we had a limit of 15 drinks per day, like alcoholic drinks. And so the mudslide takes 3 drink credits because they don't have it in their system anymore. So they bring it up as 3 separate drinks, like the Baileys, the vodka, and whatever. Okay. So he made him a mudslide, but he rang it up as 3 drinks. Other times you were told you couldn't get a mudslide at all. Other times they made a mudslide just fine with 1 credit. Like, it was so inconsistent. And that was the one main thing we found across the entire cruise for the whole week: inconsistency with the drinks, things like that. We found like people were getting our orders wrong a lot, and we didn't know if it was they didn't understand what we were asking or whatever, but they didn't ask us for clarification. So a lot of inconsistency, I would say, was the main thing. What else? I did really like the room. We had an ocean view room, but the pull-out couch actually turns into bunk beds, which was awesome for our small kids. That was amazing because the kids were not fighting over blankets or bed space or anything like that. So that was wonderful. I didn't take any pictures, like, at all. Like, I took maybe 5 pictures. I don't know. I wasn't in the picture taking mood. I didn't really dress up or, like, look my best. I was hot and sweaty. And I just, like, didn't feel like it. And so I think because I didn't feel like I looked great, I didn't want to take pictures of myself, but also I was kind of too lazy to take pictures of anyone else. So what couple pictures I do have, I'll put in here, but it's basically nothing. So yeah, you won't be able to see too much, unfortunately, but that's just what, it is what it is. Their private island, Ocean Cay, it was beautiful. Of course, it's, in the Bahamas. It's just beaches. There's no pools or anything like that. It's just beaches. They're beautiful. But they need some, like, they need to do something. So they have a tram system that takes you throughout the island. Okay. So before we went on the cruise, I purchased as an excursion an umbrella just to have some shade. Okay. And so with the umbrella, it said basically you purchase it, you'll get a tag, and then you can take the tag to any open umbrella anywhere on the island, hang your tag, and that's like your way of reserving the umbrella. So when we got on the ship, in our room, our tickets were there on our bed, and they had upgraded me from an umbrella to an umbrella and a set of 2 chairs, which is great because I paid $20 for the umbrella, and the umbrella and chairs was maybe $40. But the umbrella and chairs was located at North Beach, which was basically the farthest beach from the boat, which was a super far beach. And I have 2 small kids. So instead of walking, we got off the boat and we waited for the tram. Now, mind you, it's very hot out. It feels like 100 degrees and it's so humid. You get off the boat and you're immediately sweating. We're waiting in line for this tram. Their trams hold like 15 people each only. And then you see the sign that says, please allow 15 to 20 minutes for the next tram. Like, they don't have enough trams and they don't hold enough people. Like, that was just insane. If they had not upgraded me to the chairs, I could have chosen any beach, which I didn't have to use the chairs, granted. But, I mean, I wanted to use what I paid for, right? Then it was the same issue coming back. We wanted to come back. We had to get in this huge line. We didn't get on the first tram because, you know, we were not first in line. Then we had to wait an additional almost 20 minutes for the next tram. The kids weren't getting antsy. There was nowhere to sit. You had to stand and wait. They had a couple chairs, but they were all taken. And it was just not the best. Like, again, coming from Royal, where on their private island, their trams are like 2, 3, 4 sections long, and each section holds probably 20 people. It just needed like some upgrading. But the island itself, of course, was stunning. I mean, you know, it's just beaches and sand and blue water, and yeah. So I mean, other than that, not really many complaints. Where we were in North Beach also, like, the only food was food trucks, and there were 3 food trucks there. They all had hot dogs, hamburgers, and pasta salad, and that was it. They all had the same things and only those 3 choices. So the food was very limited. They did have a buffet on the island, but it was, again, on another beach that would have been a super far walk. And maybe, like, I saw somebody post in the group, you could walk the whole island in 20 minutes. I doubt that's true, but even if it is, when it feels like 100 degrees outside, you're not walking that in 20 minutes, okay? So we didn't end up going to the buffet. We're like, if we're gonna walk all the way to that buffet, we might as well just go back to the ship and eat there, because by the time we walk all the way there, walk all the way back, we just didn't feel like doing that. So, you know, those are my, like, complaints about their island. But again, every cruise, no matter who you cruise with or what, it's going to have their pluses and minuses. It was not a bad cruise. It wasn't terrible, anything like that. It just wasn't my favorite. Again, would I do MSC again? Probably not, unless we got like a really, really, really good price. But you know, we tried it, and that's, yeah. Also, my daughter, of course, got sick. I feel like she gets sick every cruise, but this time she got sick beforehand, which we didn't like really realize it. So we left on Sunday. Friday night, she started to get a runny nose. So we're kind of like, oh no. But she also has allergies, so it could, you know, we thought it also could have been that. So the first, I'm trying to think, I don't know if it was the first like 2 days, she just didn't want to do anything. We basically were in the room, like, even the first night I didn't go to dinner. I just stayed in the room and she slept. So she was sick, but then by the middle and end of cruise, she was feeling much better and back to her normal self. As far as her behavior, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't wonderful. It was okay. It wasn't nearly as bad as last time. But she didn't want to go to the kids club. She went one time, which was fine. We went to see like a comedian or something, but every other night she literally wanted to go back to the room. And so basically that meant myself and my husband, we didn't do anything, like, any of the nights. I went out to the casino here and there for a couple minutes. I didn't spend, long in there, but we really did not do anything. We didn't see any of the shows, but honestly, none of the shows interested me anyway, so I didn't care about that. So we really didn't do anything at night, which kind of stunk. So there was that. So overall, it was okay, but even with all of that being said, we were still on vacation. I still wasn't working. And so, you know, it was still nice. Okay. We're 20 minutes in. I think we should probably get to the cash stuffing. So now with all of that being said, this is all the cash I have left from the cruise. Okay. So I believe I took $310. I'm pretty sure that was the amount. Okay. And I barely spent anything. I don't know how much my bill is. Now, here's the thing. So I could not see my charges. So, okay, when you go on a cruise, you have to put a credit card on file because you don't really spend any actual cash except in the casino. So anything you buy on board goes to your credit card on file. So I put my own credit card on file for myself just to be nice. I could have put my husband's on file for me and anything I bought could have gone on his, but I put my own. So you get you get your charges every day and you can check the app and check your balance. But I forgot to check it the last day, and so I don't know what my balance is. So I tried to check my credit card and the charges are still pending right now, so I'm not positive, but it looks like it could be about $456. I know that sounds high. I'm going to explain that in a minute. So again, I'm not positive if that's the full number or not. I have to wait like a couple days to find out. So let me explain that number. 115, I believe, was the number. 115 of that is your gratuities. So in the past, we prepaid our gratuities. This time we didn't. We just it slipped our mind. And so the gratuities are, you just have to pay them. They go to like your room attendant. And then I don't know if they go to like everyone else around the ship or not. But they're just like your tips essentially. So that's non-negotiable. Like that's for everyone. And that was just for me. The rest went on my husband's card for him and the 2 kids. And again, that could have been prepaid because my husband paid for everything for the cruise. I wouldn't normally have had to pay that, but it just slipped our mind to prepay that. And since my card was on file for me, that charge went to me, which is fine. So that was 115. 189 of the 456 was cigarettes for my mom. Ugh, I know, boo. But it is what it is. So 189 of that was the cigarettes, that's what this 200 is here. She already gave me the money for that. So there you go. And then the rest was me. $43 of that was the specialty restaurant Ola Tacos. That was the bomb. It was so delicious. So I went, it was just me and my sister-in-law. It was $25 a person for all you could eat. So you could just order off the menu and keep ordering different things. It was tacos, burritos, nachos. They had soups and salads. They had a bunch of stuff. Like it wasn't just tacos, quesadillas. They had a lot of stuff. And so $25 all you could eat, and you could just order as much as you want for as long as you want. And they had the best pico de gallo I ever tasted. Oh my God, it was delicious. So that was $25. But then they had make your own margaritas. So you could choose like the type of tequila or mezcal, I think it is. My dog's barking now. You could choose a flavor to put in it and then a kind of rim. They had like different flavors of salts and sugars. And that, of course, was not included in the drink package. So I did 2 or 3 of those. So in addition to my $25, I had more. So that ended up being like $43. So $43 right there is that. And then the rest was honestly, they had a chocolate shop. I bought macarons every night, French macarons, like 1 or 2 every night. They were $3 each. bought some chocolates. They had a crepe place, so they had crepes. I did get one of those. They were delicious. That was $12, but it was huge and it was delicious. They had gelato. All of this stuff costs extra. It's not included. That was another thing about the ship, was the only free food was the buffet in the main dining room. Whereas on Royal, I'm used to, they have those, but they also have like the pizza restaurant. They have the little cafes with little sandwiches and little desserts. They just had like other little things that you could get. This ship had none of that. Everything was extra. So yeah, that was my spending. Okay, if the video seems patchy, it's because I keep getting interrupted. So all of that was all my spending, but it was all on the card, the cruise card. So again, connected to your credit card. So that was all charged. The only other spending I did was in the casino, and that's the only time I used cash. I probably spent, I didn't keep track. Again, I only went to the casino a couple times, and I was only there for probably 20 minutes at a time. I want to say I spent maybe 60, maybe 80, but probably $60 in the casino. But then I came back with a $50 bill. So I might be down $10 in the casino. If anything, I'm not sure, because again, I didn't keep track. So all that being said, because now we're at a 30-minute video, let's count this and see what this is. So I didn't take any cash out of the ATM to do the cash stuffing. I'm hoping to be able to do the cash stuffing out of this, and then the remainder I'm going to deposit in the bank and then pay the credit card from this and from my regular paycheck, the amount that I was going to take out of the bank. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so let's see how much this is. So it's $100, $200, $250. Let me do the calculator, which I probably don't need it, but just in case. So $250, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 220. Okay. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So $495. And let's see, my mom gave me $190, right? So $305. Yeah, so I spent like literally $5. That I spent $5. And again, because I won in the casino a little bit, so I basically broke even. So that's amazing. So we need $150 for the wallet, and I don't want to use 100. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, I got interrupted again, to be honest, and don't know, don't have any clue what I was doing. Is this the money? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so $150 in the wallet. By the way, this planner is my Bright Undated Budget Planner. I forgot to say it's available on Amazon. It's not spiral bound on Amazon. It's regular bound. I just say that because I don't know what else to call it. It's paperback, you know. And so $150 as always in the wallet. $80 is going to go to my mom. Let's see. $50. I don't know. Okay. Let me get this in order because it's just everywhere. 20, 40, 60, 80. So this is for my mom. Again, I just give her $80 a month for the money that I owe her. So let me make a note because again, you guys know I need to do notes for myself or else I would literally probably forget my own name. So that's that. Okay, I just have to remember not to confuse myself because normally I would take 80 out of the bank. I guess as long as I just pay off Okay, this was used from cash that I had. Okay, it'll work out. It'll work out. All right, and then we're gonna do a couple sinking funds. See, I might not have enough cash. Is this 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? It's not. So I'm gonna have to do 20, 40, 60. I'm gonna have to do 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 for my mom's 80. I hope this is just a mess. This video is just a literal mess. I hope, is it even making sense? It probably isn't at all. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just all over the place. And also my voice sounds super weird because again, the ear thing. So yeah, it's just a big mess. So sorry. Okay. Did I stuff the wallet? I already did the wallet, so that's good. All right, let's do Prime. So Prime is gonna get 25. And that is prop money because again, that's just going into savings. So 20 and 5. And again, I'll just transfer that right over into my savings account. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. I did cancel the Amazon Kids thing. I know I told you guys I probably would. So I did cancel that. It was $50 a year, so I'm not going to save a whole lot. I mean, $50 is $50, right? But, yeah, so that is canceled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and color in this. Each of these little hexagons are 25. This is saving for my Amazon Prime subscription. It comes out in March of 2026 is the next time it's due. But I also use this money to pay for, again, it was Amazon Kids, but I just canceled that. And then Amazon Music as well, which I pay for yearly. So let's add this in. And I think I'm gonna want to do a cash condensing soon. Again, I use A5 envelopes and they could hold a lot, so I don't technically need it, but once I start getting a bunch of bills like this, I like to do it just to kind of condense everything and make everything easier to count. So here in Prime, we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So 180. And this one, I think last time I did $10. So I need to do another 15 on that one. So maybe next month I'll just do 15 to finish that. I don't know. Or maybe I should just continue to do the 25 while I can. We'll see. Okay, so that's done. And then we're gonna do medical and birthdays. I think medical is in here, right? Okay, so medical is just gonna get 10. And again, trying to bump this back up because I cleaned it out from my son's glasses. So let's put 10 in here. And what's today? Today would be the 11th. Do I have any change? Ooh, I do, yes. So let's put a 20 in and we'll take out $10. So we have 20, 40, 55, and 6. So 56 in here now. And I have a doctor's appointment today. So that's going to be $15 there. So 15 of that is already coming out. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to do birthdays. And I'll finally let you go because I know this was a marathon video and sorry. All right, so no, this is not the binder. No, it is not. Okay, so birthdays. Birthdays is gonna get $10 again. Also want to be bumping this up because the kids' birthdays are in February and March. So we're gonna put $10 in here as well. And we're going to take those 2 5s and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so here in birthdays we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 151. Perfect. I could count today. All right, my friends, that is it. I'm not going to drag this out any longer. Thank you. Thank you. If you stuck around till the end of this video, you are the GOAT. I love you. I am so grateful that you're here. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I miss you all so, so much. I'll catch you in the savings challenge video. Bye.